I have to go through this cavern, and those tektites mean I need fire. This half of the cave has 2 Lizalfos. I prefer to fight the second one. Its club cannot be blocked, but I find it easier to knock away before it can cause major damage. Here's the reason for coming this way. The hidden town of Kasuto. Hey, there's nobody in Ocarina of Time named Kasuto, is there? None of which I'm aware. Just stopping here to show you that the life-restoring lady says something different on this side of the continent. I went down a chimney in Darunia, and here I go into a fireplace. You'd think that Link would be covered in soot, not to mention bruises, scars, and monster guts. Please? Pretty please with sugar on top and a cherry on some whipped cream? I guess the magic word does open up doors. The last magic vase, which means that's the last of that lame joke. Just in case an outsider stumbles upon this place, might as well let them know where they are. Back through this cave, fighting the enemies in reverse order. The final heart container. Kinda sad now. So ends the usefulness of the magic flute. Once again, the statue at the entrance of Three Eye Palace could hold a magic jar or a blood iron knuckle. Keys? Who needs keys? can't make this jump, don't worry. Just fall until you get back to this level. Video game logic at its finest. Since you can't see this pit, it's easy to fall in, and you have to leap it to get an important item. It's Rebanek again. He's the same as before, but easier since you're stronger. I tend to abuse the hell out of the jump strike. In later games, this cross will become the lens of truth. This time, I don't care if I fall in the pit or not. This Doom Knocker likes to surprise you before you can react. There's only one way across this abyss. Red Bull magic. Rebenak makes one last assault. By now you know the drill as well as I do. There's an extra life at the end of this corridor, but it's tricky to reach without magic. You can't get to the boss without becoming a fairy. I tend to hope the Stalfos Knight here will give me a magic jar, but the chance is very low. I now face the Serpentine Dragon Barba. Nintendo actually renamed it Volvagia in the Zelda Collector's Edition Player's Guide, but I prefer the original name. The Japanese dragon looks and acts quite a bit differently. And that finishes all the palaces. Right? This bridge and the one to the north are homes for basilisks and Bago-Bago. I again take the easy way out when I can by flying over in fairy form. At least they didn't add bubbles to this mix. A deserted town. That couldn't have anything to do with the usually invisible moas swarming all about, could it? Here I get the most powerful magic! Of course, it's only useful a total of 1 times. I think that's standard for any RPG according to some obscure law somewhere.